Hey everybody, here on Nathan Good Books. I'm Nathan Good, and today we are going to be doing our 2026 bookshelf tour. So we're going to be taking my laptop almost all over in this room. Give you guys a heads up. You might see some really interesting books. I'm going to be showing you guys the bookshelves and how things are going to be honestly going to be working. And I'm going to be pointing out some books as we go. I'm going to open these, so we are honestly really... Okay, before we even get started, all my books are organized to their book genre. So we are going to be starting with our horror books, and I'm going to point some ones out that I think you all should read. So we're going right over here to my horror section, horror mysteries. So I have a ton of horror mysteries, but I'm putting only some ones out that I think would be a good read for all of you. Yeah, so the first one, we have a couple I'm going to be just showing out. If you guys are Stephen King fans, let's go into it and give it a video, pal. This is the second book in the Dark Tower series. It's called the Dark Tower Book 2. Really, actually, it's called the Drawing of the Sea. This one has like a ton of mini stories in this one. I read the first one for a video you saw last year, in 2025. But why not get the second book? The first book was honestly really good, but the second book I'm quite excited for. Taking place more hours. Following the dynamic events seen in the Gunslinger, the drawing of the three contains with Ronald and Grid on his sorcery quest for the Dark Tower, leading him to a very endless stretch of beach and along the Western Sea. A train filled with unusually marvelous that means certain death of his growed doorways. Strange fairly in the second of the policy. Okay, because you know what Stephen King does. He writes horror. He writes fiction. He writes some memoirs. And all that. But the King of Horror himself has a lot of interesting books. But one of the books I absolutely enjoyed reading last year was the year before was The Mist. And that one was a really good one. But I did read another one. The first book of the Dark Tower series. Okay, now that one was going towards like a cowboy slayer vibe. So this is one of them is a standout in the bookstore tour. And we have mysteries in here also. So yeah, like I have like a bunch of Stephen King, James Patterson, Hannah Coben, Roti Garnish and some Hallmark mystery ones. This is the one my best friend gave me, and I can't wait. I never read a James Patterson yet, but I am going to read a James Patterson book this year. And I have Joanna Fluke, the Roti Gardens in this one. And if you have never heard of Danielle Grotto, this is another one I really want to stand out. So, yeah, this is on my horror mysteries and I have some R.L. Steins in here that I really do want to show. These are good, honestly great books. I honestly want to get you. It looks like this one. Oh yeah, this one has like 2 stories in one. And I honestly am wondering. Yeah, it looks like this thing would. This one has 2 books in one also. So yeah, these ones are good. Good clean. YA. As in the known of young adults. So that's the next. As we go to the next shelf, we are going to my romance area, and I'm going to do some standouts of that. So just bear with me where my. Okay, now we're in my romance area of things. I have my where I said it on this video, my reading. Look how cute this pillow is. It has my name right on it, right here. So this is my reading pillow. So I can, Okay, so we have all of our romance in here. Romance drama as in Nicholas Sparks. We have our selection series right on deck. We have Taylor Jenkins Reid. We have Tessa Bailey. We have Jenny Hain. We have Ellie Hazelwood, Emily Henry. But there's a couple books in this I do want to, I don't say stand out, but to stand out. This one is by Sophie Carsons. I just haven't met you yet. Hopeless, romantic, and lifestyle responder Laura's business's trip to the Channel Islands isn't off the great short after on embarrassing into her with the most advanced man she's ever seen in real life. She arrives at her hotel and released. She grabbed the wrong suitcase from the airport. Her only condition is its replaceable contents, each of which integrates her more and more. The owner of this suitcase is clearly Laura's dream man. Now all she has to do is find him. Okay. I read, I think it was last year or the year before, I read one of hers, Sophie Constant. I'll never get over what that was. Oh, this one has a map. Sorry, everybody. Okay, there. This one has a bit of a map. How cool is that? Yeah, so this is like grabbing the one suitcase kind of thing, but it's yeah. So we have W.B. McCumber and others, and we have Sarah Adams and then Hooker Brand, and yeah. To the Jacobs Reed, we have Robin Carr, and we have Elsie Silver, and we have other great books on here. So this is like my romance vibe. Up here is part of my YouTube reading. Yeah, I need to continue with this week. So all through here is like romance, all my romance. So, and we do have some Christmas romance in here too. But one of the books, I read a ton of romance last year, mix of different ones from this area specifically that I think would be just another wanted to do a stand out of. And looks like we have some mixture down here that I need to yeah, we have some Karen Kingsbury and yeah, a lot of other ones. None of those. And there's a lady for a Duke, Alexis Hall. And Valia Corell was promised dead at Waterloo. She took the opportunity to live as vast as herself, but freedom does not come without a price. And Vela paid for hers with the loss of her wealth, her title, and her closet corporation. Justin D. Vaughan, the Duke of Gracewood, only when their families recent years after the war does rather learn how deep that loss truly was. So this is another one I am going to be reading this year. And this one looks like it has a ton of pages to it. Like, I never read anything about this book author before, but I honestly can't wait because this one's gonna be part of March. So honestly, I'm excited for that. Yeah, so we have a ton of books. The next book show is gonna be my TBR show. And trust me, I'm trying to get through a ton of sorry about that. That was just my Instagram. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, you're more than welcome to. So, okay. Over here is my TBR. So, don't mind up here. This is just my Snow Globe collection. And that. So I'm going to really get this done here so we can be on the same page. So all I hear is my TBR shelf. With all the books I'm reading. And I'm continuing some series that I am absolutely loving. This host thing right here is, it has my, let me put that right there. It has my devotions. I didn't have time to read them this morning. But let me say this, the Lord's really good. He, sometimes we miss, but He forgives us for that a lot. So, the ones I've been reading is See Me by Nicholas Sparks, If You Ever Told Me by John Stamos. It's the first book is Cessus to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Masher. The first book of the Oz. I'm telling you, this book, oh my gosh, it's honestly really, really good. This one has 3 overall stories, like a mini story collection. But the other books in this series alone has a ton of mini long stories. And I'm working on chapter 12 of The Marvelous Land of Oz. So this book's getting very close to be done, if you can honestly tell. So yeah. And also I have a ton of speed reads, and also in other books. Well, one specific stuff on here is for something I'm going to be doing with my dad at some point. I'm actually really excited. But here has a lot of speed reading. I started this one. Oh my gosh, this book is amazing. This is a YA. It's by Chris Coffier. But it's giving me some really interesting vibes to it so far. Can tell you nothing about this book because I just recently started it last week, and I want to continue with my speed reading. I try to get through the books. If I can't, I can honestly still continue. This one's almost everything. This one's by Bestman Reed and Laura Tartar. This one is called The Midnight Hour. It's like a vampire. This girl, she's turning into and she doesn't go in the daylight. She sleeps in the daylight, so it kind of sounds like a vampire. She turns into the demon animals, but mostly she turns into a vampire. A lot of demon animals. One point she turned into a giraffe. One point she turned into I don't want to say a skunk, but demon animals. And then, but it takes place in Paris. I love Paris. Not just take place in Paris. London, Rome, Italy, and one other part of Italy. Really, really good book. After this book is completely done, then I'm going to do a book review of this one. I'm honestly quite excited to do that. This one I might do the same of this one, so I'm very excited. So yeah, I am other speed reads I'm doing. This one, okay, this is totally out of space. This one's it starts off on a spacecraft. And they're going to outer space, and they're learning a lot about outer space, and due to read more of this. This book is honestly really good. Yeah, I'm also be reading Firefly Lane. I'm still reading, because remember when I started that one, I started this on last year, and I am almost on this book. It has sessions in it. So I'm still on part 1, but pretty soon I'll be on part 2. I'm really excited about this book. It's probably going to be one of the fastest books I ever read. I have The Hobbit I'm reading. It's a speed read. Here's for two. Part of my last year's thing, and do need to continue with this one. But I'm going to be doing another reading on my day, and then try to get this up. I'm still on Summer's Island by Kristen Hanna. The second book of the Harness Games. This book specifically has really short chapters. I'm on chapter 9. This is what I might want to read tonight in bed. Yeah, and I'm on the second chapter of The Help. Actually, I'm not honestly feeling it, but I'm only on chapter 2, I believe. Yeah, chapter 2. So, this one I still need to get to. But it doesn't matter how much that I'm going towards on that. This next one, okay, this, yeah. These are the ones I'm still reading, the one I actually started. Let's do, honestly, these two. Moving over me again, my Anne Hodges. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful love story by these two billionaires. And I'm on chapter 6. I'm not too far in. Like I said, I started this one last year. This book author is amazing. I'm still, a couple of weeks ago, I started Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. And the chapters in this one is not what you think. This one so far is amazing. It's by this guy named Mercedes. I think his name is, I forget his name, but it's a really good book. I am honestly enjoying it. But I just need to find a way to read more of it. But I will. I'm honestly really excited. Spin and Silver. This is not taking me on my goose ride. It's taking me through the whole movie of Robert Silskin. Right in my head. And so far, great book. You can tell I'm almost half the way through. I'm on 126. So, 126 pages in. But this one is a really good book. I am somehow going to get the first book and read that. This one was recommended by Ian Gibberly. Shout out to Ian. Buddy, old pal, you are rock and roll. Okay, I did finish the first read. That one was a good book. I finished that right on New Year's Eve. No, before New Year's Eve. Yeah. And this one's got The Lost Bookshelf by Eva Woods. I don't know. I am 14 pages in. And, oh my gosh. World War II just ended. And that's all I can say about this book right now. Reading this book. This one was also recommended. It's Lovely War. Lovely War, people. Lovely War. This one doesn't have a plot to it. But I've been hearing a lot about this one, and I am on page 74 pages in. And it's taking you right through the war. There's like two different love stories of interest. But what can I say about this book? It's the first time me reading a Julie Berry book. I want to get the other two books in this series so I can continue, people. So I can continue this whole darn series. I am honestly excited. This is some other ones I'm gonna continue with. The Lori Gilmore one is the Dream Harbor series. I love the first book, you guys. Oh my gosh, just a great book. When I first started the first book, I connected with the creators so well. And this series right here, scientific, all through scientific, all darn through. Just amazing. The first book I heard on YouTube, and it got me seriously off my feet. Like, I couldn't stop hearing it, so I want to continue hearing these on YouTube, but I can't find the other ones on YouTube to hear, but I might have to read them. That would not be a problem, people. Would not be a problem. I heard the first book in the series on my road. I am excited to continue this series alone, and I'm honestly quite excited. The first book, it was kind of like, okay, like a spy. Kind of like a vibe. And yeah. So, but it was, the first book was absolutely amazing, absolutely gorgeous. Like, wow, was this book been my whole life? Pretty much. These are here, ones I'm going to be getting to. I do have a playlist for this one. This one I'm still honestly hearing. I'm actually hearing a classic, people, a classic. And I never, this book so far, I am in love with the creators. That good. I never heard of like on YouTube of this, but I'm going to continue hearing it. I might hear it tonight. Most of these are ones I still want to get to. And so I think this one I am hearing on YouTube. This one I will be too. Better than the movies and Icebreaker. And most of these I am going to get to. Most of these are from the best TBR. Okay, now we come up here. I read this book yesterday, and I made it to, I think, chapter 12. If I remember, let me just take a picture. Yeah, chapter 12. I'm on. If you have not read this book yet, you have to read it. There's so many twists and turns. Yeah, I think you all might honestly enjoy. But it's basically talking about, it's like a haunted house, but somebody dies in the house in the downstairs area. But I forget who it was. There's this teacher who lives in, she actually lives in this house. It's called The Remain. Nicholas Sparks does really great writing work. He's my favorite book author, like I said. But I am also loving M. Night Shyamalan. Great books so far. And I'm loving this book. Nicholas Sparks always does really good writing work. Never disappoints me. Easy to read. If you never heard of Nicholas Sparks, check him out. And right here is my Kindle. Some other reads from my Kindle. And my book club books that we're probably going to do one tonight. So we can continue with that book specifically. The one from my Kindle I'm reading is Mistress of Evil. I don't. By Elizabeth Reddick. I believe that's how even knows her name. But this one is. You hear about the birds, pretty much. It's a base of that, but it's magnificent. One of those. I don't know what you call it, but this is a really good book. So these two are my other ones I'm going to be getting to on my Kindle. The first book of the Warriors, When the Frost Meets the Stars, and My Sister's Grave. Those ones are going to be the next one after the next. So, for any good Kindle recommendations, also please put us down in the comments. Our book club ones I have right here are the one we're recently doing, Chris and Nicholas Sparks read. And yeah, we will continue. Then we're going to be on chapter 8 So, we know, like, my desire is kind of like a thing. And yeah. But this book's honestly really good. The next book club pick will be a Royal Tea Garden one. So I'm honestly excited to continue with this. Over here, this one right here, it has my December TBR stuff that I'm slowly getting into. I just started on Your Flame last week. And, well, so me and my dad is a little ahead of me, but I'm trying to get caught up where he's at right now. And yeah, so down here we have some other books. We have the Runaway King by Jennifer A. Nelson. We have a memoir in the mix. Princess of the Viennese. I'm excited to get to Teardrop by Lauren Kate. And we have the 10,000 Sorrows by Elizabeth Kim. Another Stephen King book, Fairy Tale. We also have Home Front by Kristen Hanna. Okay, this one over here. Okay. This is the second. I read the first book a couple of years ago, A Benjamin in the U.S. Snap, and it's based on like a mermaid, mermaid thing. The first book goes on really good, but I can't wait to get to this one. Then here I have my LTBR cup. Yeah, we pick like prompts, numbers, whatever. But for February, we're gonna do it like by because it's gonna be Valentine's Day month, so we're gonna do it everything Valentine's. Me and my dad are gonna at some point are gonna do a book swap. So these are the books. I'm not gonna show them because for that specific video, me and my dad need to discuss something for that so we can do it. And yeah, Daddy, we need to schedule something to do this book swap because over here, I have the books picked for you, but I'm not showing them, so be prepared. I've never done a book swap for you before, like some of my booktube friends have done it. Ian Gibberly and Ashley Gibberly, they've done a lot, so of that kind of stuff, so I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. Well, here we have Kristen Hanna, the woman. My favorite book genre is historical fiction. You guys pretty much all know that. I'm sure we Tiffany Ravels, a mystery. Garden Party Ghosties. A Christmas novel of Kristen Hanna. So I enjoy it. Oh my gosh, this is like a heartbreaking story. Like a heartbreaking. But when the book's done, I'm honestly gonna share with you what this one's about. I'm in 58 pieces in. You can honestly tell where I'm at. And, and the first book of the Dream Harbor series, Baker's West Cafe, I didn't know this book was honestly amazing. Figure out what all the hype is. But this book's honestly amazing. Sorry, people, we had to get started. Sorry, people. Okay, I'm still reading this one, but I'm trying to finish it. This one is kind of like, I know it's in the Harriet's games, but it's more on the Hunger Games of things. They got these different words going on in it. But the main cricketer in this, so it has a lot of part in it. It's absolutely awesome. Yes, we are over here now. I'm going to put this on here so we all can see the books. Okay, we're in my Myanmar area. So, these are my Myanmars. This one was one of my favorites. But oh my gosh, this one was about all the One Direction boys, them growing up, and I honestly I don't know a lot about my favorite boy band. This one I read, Learn How to Forgive Better. But this one is absolutely a great book. It was talking about the different experience, how to forgive better, and maybe the first book I read. When I first started this channel, I was like, because I was to put the love story. Oh my god. The story, I want to read this. This book is just so amazing. I have Forgiving by Tara Roberts, Jane Eyre, Miracles from Heaven, The Orchard. Nicholas Sparks actually has a verb on this one. Where and wonderful read it will be that you did. Nicholas Sparks. Right here it has the verb. So yeah, that's a memoir. David Parton, never read this book yet, but I am going to this year for a video. This is a ketogenic diet for type 1 diabetes. I might be doing a little study on this for myself to see how this is honestly gonna work. This one has 10 recipes. This is by Carrie Underwood herself. It's called Find Your Path. It has like 10 recipes and stuff of that. And it's just, I mean, a great book. And yeah, I have Kimmy Kennedy, Heather Sons, the animals. Oh, this is Davy Crockett. Heaven is for Real. Seal of God. Onions. Howl. Oh, here I have Knitting for Real Man Knits. War Room. Vince Fine. Treasures of Power. I am going to do a video of reading this novel this year. I'm just going to be really excited for that one. It'll be like the excess of me reading and all that. And this one, Paris to the Moon by Anna Krupek. So So that's on the bottom here. Up here, we have Eat, Pray, Love, Having This For Real. One light still shines. It's probably shooting, pretty much. But there's so many books I'm going to be reading this year. I read the first book of this whole series, and it is honestly the first book was amazing. But I'm going to get to the other two. This year, we have Christmas with Sparks, 3 Weeks with My Brother. It's better than going up in the act. What is this one? Oh. This one is selected writers and speeches of Marcus Gravery. Chicken Soup for the Soul 2. We have the General, the Soul Bananas, Rest of the Night, Red Notion, I Still Believe, Number One Politics. We have The Way of Nanny. We have Part of Your World, The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, Jimmy the Spears, Things I Should Have Said, and Specific, King of the Pope Fight. And this is like a little book. It's like a little book to read. It's such a cute. These are such like a series of his own. So you got different princesses and stuff like that. If we come over here, okay, here I am. We have our Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, Ramona, Jane Austen, the Babysitters Club, the Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew. All these are here are our classics. We have Little Women, we have some 7-7, some American Girl Dolls, and Green Cables. So this one I really actually want to, so this is about a girl and her dog, but she lived with her aunt and uncle. So they went with her parents. So this is other books by the author. And I'm hoping to get to this one. Yeah, I'm in Nancy Drew. Yeah. Mark Twain. Tales of Two Cities. Warriors. So, yeah. And we do have Seven Grandma's Attic series. I want to get the first one. I think I have the first one. And that's one of these. It's up here. This is on my fantasy. Like up here, we have some series that I'm gonna start. I'm show you one of those. On my Kindle. The Twilight series that I finished up last year. The Father series. Up here we have Stephen King, Kristen Hanna, mix of different books. We have the Morning Roberts Paradise series. We have Fable. We have our Stephanie Gilbert. We have First Stephanie Gilbert. And we have both of these. Like Pretty Little Liars kind of things. And I do to read one of these, see what it's like. My favorite book genre is, so we have some, I read this one was really good. But we have a bunch of circuit fiction on this shelf right here. My favorite shelf ever. We have the Amusements behind. We have the first two books of The Carson City. We have the Cheetah Girls right here, and we have the Avatar series. We have some classics. We have these right here. This one like a summary, but there could be a memoir. This is pretty much like a YA fiction fantasy. So we have In Great Gables. Down here we have the Wings of Night series. We have the Shadow of Bones. The Shadow of Bones. We have the Six Crow trilogy. And over here we have Jennifer from the Barnes. We have this one. Alicia Coles. The first book was amazing. I read the first book a couple of years ago. And that was a great book. Right here is rest of the Hurricanes games. Down here we have some mixtures. We have the Clues. We have the different book ones down here. We have Overcomer. And we have Oregon and the mixture books down here. Over here we have a mix of different series. Here's also the Descended ones. Sorry if you're ready for that. And we have some Nora Roberts. Down here we have a mixture. We have the Never After series by De La Cruz. We have the Blue series down here and other kind of fun books on that. Down here I just started working on the bookmarks. We have the series down here that I am still here in the first book. We have some other familiar books down here. The book that I've read, Lost in a Book. And this. Over here we have, up here we have some classics, some like the Little Mermaid, the fairy book. Those. We have Chris Rivers, we have Chris Clothier. Over here is my Magic Realism book. So we have Wicked, we have a notebook my mom gave me. And we have some more De La Cruz. And we have the series over here. We have Beast and Beauty. We have all the series right here. The Wicked, the Beautiful, other magic ones. The Wicked. We have the magic book of Wicked. And we have these, the Dark Knight series as well. Over here we have a mixture. We have circuit fiction. We have A in that. Over here as well. We have some Stephen King over here because he's kind of fiction wise. Anyway, I have the second book of this one. I'm honestly really excited to get to. And over here, we have Taking Paris. We have The Wager. We have the Society. Over here, we have the series. I don't have the rest. We have these like scary books over here. With the Boston Sisters big book. We have Pat Conroy, Harry Potter, pretty much Jackie and Rowling. We have, I read the first one of this two-parter series on that. And we have the Magic Master. I read this one. This is a good book. I want to give the second book. And some other good ones. Down here we have some C.J. Box. Another K book. And others like down. And the first book of the Deep Blue. And other books, packs. Some scary. With his vows, and we have a summer book. It's a campaign book. And we have, I wasn't too into the Harry Potter, but I also have the what is this? Percy Jackson series down here. Down here I have, this is all my scientific books, so I have the Dune Civil War book, and all the Keepers of the Lost Cities book pack, and that's pretty much it. If you are new to these secret books, recommend, but that's not pretty much it. We are going to over here with my devotion books. We have a song book right here. All these right here are my Christian ones. So, like I have my Bibles displayed. Some others on here. And, yeah, if you're new, recommend. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the navigation bell. Or next to the right subscribe button. And if you're new to checking things out, I have nothing to hide, so check all my videos out and make sure you hit the subscribe button, the navigation bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Real quick, book familiars. If you are new and just want to leave a comment down in the comments, you're more than welcome to. But for my book familiars, you know exactly what I read and what I like to read in there, like historical fiction, YA, or whatever. I just want to say happy reading and hope you guys are having a nice morning, night, day, evening. And make sure to do devotions every morning. Without Sundays, because Sundays is the Lord's Day. We love the Lord. We stay in the Lord's Word. And all that stuff we do here. See you guys in the next video. And we check out my TikTok. My book talk. And that's all in my about. So you can check those out. I want to say thank you for coming in. If you are new. I do have a book family that you're going to completely fall in love with. Thank you to come to Lazy Good Books. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning and evening. See you guys in the next video.